I'm Nick Hamman, and this is Hammy Eats, delivered by Mr. D. And behind me is another one of their incredible partner stores, Eatopia. We're going to go and meet an entrepreneurial South African woman by the name of Jennifer, who's gone from cars now into food, proudly putting South African local flavors on the map. Let's see if it's as good as everyone says it is. Come on. Jennifer.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself, babe.
I'm good. This place is so beautiful, man.
Thank you so much.
Eatopia.
Eatopia. Are you ready?
Yes. Good South African
What are you
food.
having today?
Anything, so long as it's local, so long as it's African, I'm here to try it. Jennifer, I want to know your story. So you somehow end up in the car game at some point in your life. How did that happen?
7 years in the used car industry. I've got a car dealership in Braamfontein, and we've been operating in Braamfontein since 2020, so which is our 5th year this year. And we've always been thinking, okay, where to from here? Let's go into a restaurant. That was back in 2023. We had an idea. We traveled to Nigeria at some point and to some other African countries. And every time you go there, you constantly want to just take that dish and put it together in a table and just try everything, you know. And we wanted to bring that into Eatopia. And so in March of 2025, we spotted this place. And we said, this is the spot. You've got young professionals in the area. You've got Malibongwe Drive. You've got Lanseria Airport just up the road. The name also speaks to what exactly we were trying to do. It's a combination of eat in Utopia. I don't know if you know what Utopia means. Utopia, an ideal, imagined, perfect place. And that's essentially what we have here, with the aesthetics, with the urban culture, with the luxury, the upmarket. And that's exactly what we are trying to draw into the space. And this is my first rodeo in the hospitality industry. Crazy, I know.
Difficult. It's tough.
It's very, very tough. But you'll be shocked at the amount of understanding and learning that I've done in the past 3 months, because we're about 4 months old now. We opened on the 31st of May, smack winter. So we had to keep up this place for the entire winter because no one's coming out. No one wants to eat out. They'd rather buy food through Mr. D and eat at home.
So with us, with Mr. D, what we're kind of hoping is that people that maybe see something in an area they don't know about, they go, okay, well, let me get an introduction to it. Let me be at home in my space.
Definitely.
Mr. D brings it to me. I eat it. Now I know more. I want more South Africans, especially South Africans who didn't grow up with this food, to eat this food and consider it part of the country that they're a part of. And I also want people who did grow up with this food to see it in this environment, to see it in a beautiful place where there's elegance and opulence. And I think that does do something for the people of South Africa to see elevation in their own things. I think it's important.
Exactly that. And people want to really eat African food. They love African food. That's their culture. We in the north, and people not necessarily want to go and sit at a taxi rank to enjoy the food. So exactly that we provide the space that is comfortable for them, that's got the entertainment.
This concept might be foreign to some people, the idea of taking South African and combining it with things from the rest of the continent. And I always sort of also been of the belief that we're going to be far better off as a continent if we do more of that. Sharing ideas, sharing stories, figuring out strengths.
Exactly.
And I've kind of always thought that the palate is a wonderful way to do that.
Exactly, because, and especially our African brothers and sisters, they carry a lot more food variety than we do. They carry original spices. That's exactly what we want to introduce into the food. And even the oil itself makes a difference in the food. You know, the herbs themselves makes a difference in taste and an experience of the whole dish.
As is Africa to the world.
Yes.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love that. I do.
Thank you so much.
So we are having the tortoise.
Yes. How have you done that? What have you stewed that in?
So we have different elements of the sauces and spices that are coming in different regions that we managed to add up some Senegalese and also some touch of South African cuisine as well, the spices that are coming from there.
Okay, so from the heels, let's jump into the stomach.
So we take out all the tripe and make sure that it's very nice and clean. We do it 3 times before we even cook it. So we also rinse it very, very heavily so that we can break down the stones that are coming in here.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we just make sure that it cooks until it's cooked well done. And after that, we add our beautiful, nice one spice, which is a South African spice.
Yes, and I can see you've left it in its natural color. There's some people, they don't trust bleached.
100%. So this is a free-range chicken that we're using. We just added a bit of spice.
I'm typically very used to that kind of cooking in its own broth, like a stewed type of dish, and then the chicken is with carrots and celery and things. So this is kind of like that, but it's a little bit. There's a bit of a thicker sauce that you've cooked it in. I think that's maybe a difference, hey? And if that's got some Senegal in it, is there any other African continent present here, or is this kind of straight Mzansi?
So this is straight Mzansi. Maybe it's the right time to try.
I think so. I think it's the right time to try it. So what we have here is a beautiful spread of classic South African food with an African twist. I can't wait to get stuck into everything. I'm incredibly hungry. We're going to begin over here with the cow heels. So on this dish, you got cow heels together with some beautiful steamed bread, dombolo, jetle, whatever you want to call it. It's got some lovely carrots in it. And then, of course, the chakalaka. In South Africa, cow heels, you get it almost anywhere. It's gelatinous, it's fatty, it's very often done to have quite a salty, spicy kind of taste to it. Perfect for a hangover, if you ask me. And if you're wondering whether or not this is hair on the foot, it is. Get over it. Enjoy. That's really good. That's deeply flavorful. There's a nice bit of sauce at the bottom. I'm going to scoop some of it up. Firstly with the foot itself, but with a lovely piece of bread. I'm gonna get stuck in there, get that gravy up, a little bit of chakalaka too, get that into my mouth. Wonderful. Right, now what we have here is the South African classic hard-body chicken, umleqwa, whatever you want to call it. The basic idea with something like this is that as a consequence of the chicken growing up in the way that it did, it's much tougher, meaning that the muscles are tenser, and that in order to cook it, you have to cook it slowly, which in most of South Africa, people have figured out really beautiful ways of doing. This is just another proof of concept of the idea that South African food is inventive. We found ways to take limited resources or different kinds of natural environments and get the best possible taste out of. I think to say that hard-body chicken is tough is the wrong idea. I say it's textured, and as a consequence of it being textured, it's also deeply flavorful and wonderful, and something we should be proud of. Let me see if they know how to make it properly here. They do. They do know what they're doing. So here's, of course, a much beloved South African food that has many different names. You might know it as tripe, Mogodu, ulusu, but I'm about to put some stomach back into my stomach. This food is best done for me perfectly clean. It's a rigorous process. You have to know what you're doing when you're preparing it. No sand inside. All of those little stomach stones need to be cleared. Deeply flavorful, rich, enjoyable. Let's see. That's party time, for sure. That is good Mogodu. They have Mogodu Monday here, by the way, and I would recommend you come and try it at Eatopia, or order it for yourself and Mr. D. Better yet, stay at home, get the night in, get good food, come and enjoy. That's it for another episode of Hammy Eats. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow us for the next one. Also, check out this place on Mr. D. Eatopia understands that South African food deserves to be presented in this way. Opulent, beautiful, delicious. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.